Hello guys, welcome back. My name is Nathan, and today we are going to be reacting to an article that many of you guys have wanted me to react to, The Athletic's top 50 U23/young players right now in the NHL. Now, I've already seen this list get so much criticism online, but I wanted to go with a clear and just fresh take, so I haven't seen any of this top 50. I wanted to reserve my honest review for you guys in today's video, what I agree with, what I disagree with, and everything in between. So we'll see what this article has in store for us and what these rankings have in store for us today. So if you guys are excited, make sure you watch till the end, because I have a feeling these rankings are going to be pretty intense. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you are new. 60% of the people that are watching are not subscribed. If you like hockey, this channel is the place to be. All right, we are officially in the article. Here are the best under 23 NHL players by Corey Prodman. We'll see how this list turns out. And again, I've seen a lot of controversy about this thing, so I'm gonna give it a fresh mind, a fresh glimpse. I'll give it a chance. We'll see how it looks, but I'll skip right to the part where it gets to number 50, and then we can go to the top 50, and then go all the way down to number 1. Okay, so I was just scrolling through this list, and Alexander Holtz is 52. Already a little bit of questionability with this article here, for me at least. I would say his hockey sense is better than average, personally. But Alexander Holtz, not in the top 50. That's pretty rough in my opinion. So not starting off great with this list. For the 50th spot, we'll see who is at the 50 spot here to start out this ranking, the top 50. And Corey Prodman has Nils Lundkvist. Very interesting. Nils Lundkvist starting up the top 50. Tier projected bubble top and middle of the lineup player. I mean, that's not really too far off. I think Lundkvist is going to be a top 4. More on the offensive side of things. In terms of some of the grades, I would say with him, he definitely has a better compete. I would say his compete level is better. I would say it's above average, especially. He says Lundkvist had another strong season in Sweden. He was named Defenseman of the Year and excelled with Sweden's senior team. He makes so many players better on the ice. I mean, I don't disagree with that whatsoever. I would have Nils Lundkvist higher. I'm just gonna say that right now. I would definitely have Nils Lundkvist higher. I think he's gonna be a big part of this Rangers team this next season. But I can see where they're coming from. He's gonna be more on the offensive side of things, so you won't be this complete overall beast. But I do think Nils Lundkvist will be a big part of the Rangers going forward. At number 50, though, I would have Lundkvist much higher. So we're not starting this list off greatly, but again, we're giving it a chance. We're giving it a chance. So going on to number 49, and he has Rasmus Sandin. Sandin over Lundkvist. I'm not sure about that one, guys. I'm really not sure about that one. Not at all. Projected bubble top in the middle lineup player. I mean, I see Lundkvist being much more likely to be a top pairing guy than Sandin, at least at this point. Just because Sandin's a little bit older, hasn't really proved too much yet. But to me, I feel like Sandin, I wouldn't have him in the top 50. Going on to number 48, and Filip Chytil. Interesting spot. Projected bubble top in the middle of the lineup player. Chytil's been in the league for a while. Yeah, that's interesting. Chytil at number 48. I mean, for me personally, I'd rather have Lundkvist over Chytil. At least when we're looking at Rangers. That's interesting though. Chytil in the top 50. I mean, I could see Chytil getting up to that level. He hasn't been quite that yet just because of inconsistencies and health, but he was great this last year. I'm hoping he gets back to that level. But at top 50, I mean, having Chytil over Holtz, that is a little bit interesting, to say the least. Going on number 47, and this is where Brent Clark goes. Interesting. Projected bubble top and middle of the lineup player. Skating below average, puck skills above average, hockey sense. I would definitely say Brent Clark has better hockey sense than average. I would say that's definitely above average for me. That's an interesting spot. I would have Brent Clark around. I mean, I need to see where the other 2021 draft guys are, but in the top 50, I don't really have too many complaints about that. Number 46, Gregory Denisenko. Projected bubble top and middle of the lineup player. Above average. Puck skills are, I don't know about that. I don't know. I would have his puck skills above average. Maybe not the skating for consistently at least. I like Denisenko. I'm not sure about having him in the top 50 completely, but I would have him around there. I'd have him around there. So I don't hate that. I don't hate that. So far, not the worst. We've had a couple of picks that I agree with, a couple of that I don't agree with necessarily. Denisenko at 46. That's fine. That's fine. I would say. Number 45, Kirill Marchenko. Kirill Marchenko, and actually, I'm just thinking about this. Kirill Marchenko and Denisenko over Alexander Holtz. That is, I don't agree with that whatsoever. I'm just going to say that right now. I do like Kirill Marchenko a lot. I think he's definitely underrated, but above Alexander Holtz, I just don't know where that really fits for me. Now going on to 44, we have Ty Smith for the New Jersey Devils. That's interesting. Above average, average, and above average. I would say the skating maybe a little bit more, but still. I think he's around that Lundqvist range for me, so he'd be around this spot really in the end for me too. 43, Casey. I love Casey Middlestat. You guys know this. I called him better than Elias Pedersen at some point a few years back. But now to have him in the top 50? Okay. Fool me once, shame on you. Twice, shame on me. Now, I do know that Corey Prummond does like Casey Middlestat a lot. And above Ty Smith and Holtz and Brent Clark. Again, I think he's going to be solid. I think this last year when under Don Granato, he was really, really good. But again, over some of the guys that are on this list, I just don't get that whatsoever. How is Casey Middlestat over Alexander Holtz? That doesn't make any sense to me personally. I still like Middlestat and I really hope he succeeds, but at 43, that is just really confusing to me. That is 110% the worst pick so far. Not even a question. Going on number 42, Robert Thomas, St. Louis. I mean, I don't hate that. At 41, Seth Jarvis, projected bubble top. Okay, so this is the end of the bubble top and middle of the lineup player and quality starting goaltender. So this is the end of that tier, Seth Jarvis. I mean, I would personally have Seth Jarvis higher. I think with Seth Jarvis, I was already super high on him in the 2020 draft, and then he got better. He was insane in the AHL and the WHL. To me, he's definitely inside the top 40 for me. I don't know why he'd be outside of that. I think he could be a top line player, personally. I would say puck skills are average? Okay, you're losing me now. Go back and watch some of the plays that Seth Jarvis made and tell me that his puck skills are average. That is not true. Stop it, Corey. Stop it. Anyways, 41. I would definitely disagree with that. But the puck skill, honestly, I'm much more triggered at the puck skills being average than the actual ranking here. Not gonna lie. Now going on to number 40, Connor McMichael, center of the Washington Capitals, projected top of the lineup player. I mean, I don't hate McMichael's spot here at 40. I think that's perfectly all right. Above Seth Jarvis, I'm not sure, but I think it's still a fine pick in the top 40 for sure. Cole 39. Yikes. This is starting to get really questionable for me, guys. Cole Perfetti at 39. That is rough. That is so rough. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How? Wait. I'm assuming there's like an elite tier for Hockey Sense. How is Cole Perfetti not like an elite? Like saying that Cole Perfetti is above average on Hockey Sense is probably the biggest understatement I've seen in my entire lifetime. Like that is almost insulting to say that he's just above average Hockey Sense wise. At number 39, that is just humiliating, man. I mean, I like Cole Perfetti a lot, obviously, but in the AHL he proved himself that he can play great against the pros. But hockey, man, I'm really just confused by some of the actual categories here. But he should be much better than above average in my personal opinion. I think Cole Perfetti at number 39. I mean, he should be at least a top 30 in my opinion. Going on to 38, Yaroslav Askarov, interesting pick as well. I mean, I think he around this spot is perfectly fine. I think he's the best goaltending prospect besides Jesper Wallstedt. By the way, very, very interesting. I did see this as I was scrolling through. Yaroslav Askarov is 38. I'm pretty sure Wallstedt was like 74 or something. So Askarov's like almost 40 above Wallstedt, which I think is horrible. Personally, I think Wallstedt is better than Askarov. I think both of them are going to be elite goaltenders, but Askarov, not much higher than Wallstedt, is a little bit of an L in my opinion, but I do think he should be in the top 50. 37, oh my gosh. They're underrating my boy again, aren't they? Anton Lindell, 37. This is an L. Stop saying his skating is below average. Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, oh my goodness. Please. Corey, my boy, please go watch him this last season and tell me his skating is below average. It is average. Okay, it's average, all right? It is an average skating level, which is perfectly fine for what he can do. His hockey sense is... Okay. This is a complete raw reaction. I am, oh my goodness. No. Hockey Sense. This is, oh my gosh. This is literally the strength of Anton Lundell's game. And I think he's one of the smartest prospects over the last few seasons. To have his hockey sense as average. What? I don't get this. I really, like, again, the categories and the tiers are giving me, are just insulting me way more than the actual ranking. He should be in the top 30 for sure, 100%. But to have his hockey sense average, I just can't. I just can't right now. 36 is Kent Johnson. To have Kent Johnson over Anton Lundell, that's just an L for me personally. I mean, okay, so they do have an elite category. His puck skills are elite. So they do have an elite category. So they do have that. Why was Perfetti's hockey sense not elite? I don't get that whatsoever. Ken Johnson, though, over Anton Lundell. I mean, I can get having him in the top 36, but over Anton Lundell, that's just an L, sorry. I like Ken Johnson, but not that much. Jason Robertson, 35. Okay. Again, I'm a Dallas Stars fan. I love me some Jason Robertson. Over a guy like an Anton Lundell, I'm not sure about. Anyways, Jason Robertson at 35. I don't know if I'd have him that high, but I mean, I might have him a little higher. I need to see who else is up here before I make a judgment, but still. Bowen Beimer at 34. I mean, I think Bowen Beimer could be worthy of this spot for sure. Still, though, in the end, he hasn't been great really since he's been drafted. He's had some improvements defensively, but I still have some concerns with the projectability of the pro game. He wasn't great for the Avs when he did play this last year. He's a case where it's a little bit too early to tell. Still has a lot of potential and a lot of talent, though. I don't know about that. Nico Hischier, 33, above a Robertson or even like an Anton Lundell. That to me is a little bit confusing. I mean, I like Nico Hischier a lot. I think Nico Hischier is going to be really, really solid still, and he is a solid player. Obviously, the captain of New Jersey, but 33, like this is the elite of the elite young players. I'm not sure if Nico Hischier is quite that high. I'd probably have him around like the 38, 39 range, but above some of the guys that have been listed. I'm not sure about that. We'll see how he pans out though. 32 is Spencer Knight. Interesting. Spencer Knight over Askarov and Wallstedt. Projected top of the lineup player and top tier starting goaltender. I mean, I don't hate this spot. It's just that I prefer Askarov and Wallstedt over Knight, just in terms of pure potential. I think all three of them are going to be amazing franchise goalies, but I would probably have them all around the same tier for me. Having them all this spread out is kind of a little bit interesting. Number 31 is Matty Beniers, top prospect because he's an elite competitor. Let's see here. Puck skills, I would say Beniers' puck skills are average for me personally. Like, again, I'm assuming that he's like judging this based off like NHL players, which if it is, I still think Beniers is an average dangler, an average finesse guy. He doesn't really use it that much. That's the big problem. But I think in terms of skill, he does have the potential to be an average guy. 31 though, I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, I am first overall in the 2021 draft, but still, that doesn't mean he's a top 30 prospect or top 23 player. I think that spot is perfectly acceptable. 30 is Arbor Calyav? Huh. Okay, this list is getting spicy right now. Arbor Calyav at 30. I like Calyav a lot. I do. I had him top 15 in the 2019 draft. I liked him a lot, and I think he is going to be good. I love his shot. Love his a solid compete level for a guy that doesn't really have that, or wouldn't project to have that from the OHL, but he's gotten better in that respect. At number 30, though, over Alexander Holtz. I mean, I like Arbor Calyav a lot, but over Beniers, Spencer Knight, even Nico Hischier, Byram, Arbor Calyav over Jason Robertson or an Anton Lundell or an Alexander Holtz. That is an interesting one. I mean, I think it could work out. That is a big bet to make, though. I'm not sure if Arbor Calyav is going to be that good. I think he will be good, and I think he is underrated, but that is a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure to be better than some of those other guys. I like him a lot, but that is high for sure. Number 29 is Matthew Boldy. I think that's perfectly acceptable. I like Matthew Boldy a lot. He's going to be great for Minnesota. He's really, really great. And we kind of knew that he was going to be good in the pro level just with the way he played, but he was even better in the AHL once he got going. I like that spot. That's fine at number 29. Joel Verby, another one that's pretty fine. I respect that spot. I like Verby a lot. He's been really good for the Flyers these past couple of years. At number 28, that's perfectly reasonable. 27 is Jake Sanderson. He was one of the guys I was kind of interested to see where he placed, because I thought he could have been a little bit higher. 27 is interesting, though. I mean, honestly, like looking at it right now, that's kind of maybe not weird to have him completely, but kind of around that range. Like I think the 27 like 40 range would have been where I had him, so not too bad. I was kind of expecting him to be inside the top 20, honestly, but hey, I think that's a perfectly reasonable spot for Jake Sanderson. I think he could be great for Ottawa still. 26 is Luke Hughes. So we have Jake Sanderson and Luke Hughes back to back. That's another spot where, I mean, here's the thing. He has Luke Hughes like 5 spots above Matty Beniers. I don't agree with that whatsoever. I wouldn't have, actually, I'll say this. I wouldn't have Luke Hughes near the top 30. Now that I'm thinking about it right now, I mean, he was 4th in my 2021 rankings. 25 is Lucas Raymond. Interesting. Top of the line, Nhl player. I would have Lucas Raymond higher. I would have him in probably inside the top. Well, I actually, you know what? I do need to see what the rest of this top 20 looks like, or top 25, because I don't want to rush to judgment saying I would put him in my top 20, but I do think Lucas Raymond is a little bit underrated in this list. Like having Lucas Raymond and Luke Hughes back to back, I think Lucas Raymond is a much better prospect. 24 is William Eklund. So there we go. And there we go as well. The end of the projected top of the lineup and top 2 starting goaltenders. So this is where we start getting to the elite of the elites here. But number 24 is William Eklund. I mean, honestly, he's another guy that I wouldn't have as high, but I can see where he comes from. I love William Eklund a lot. He's going to be great for San Jose and was one of the biggest steals. Getting him at number 7 was insane this last draft. I wouldn't have him in the top 25, but I can see having him in the top 30, top 35 range for sure. 20, oh my. Number 23 is Cole Caufield. Projected bubble all-star and top of the lineup. Now, the thing is, I'm getting mad at him calling him a all-star and top of the lineup player. Still really, really good. 23... You gotta have him higher, man. That is just sad. Number 23 for arguably the best prospect in hockey. I personally think it's either him or Trevor Zigrus. Having him at number 23, that is rough, man. I mean, his shot should be elite. It should be elite. Simply put, it should be elite. I think his hockey sense should be above average too. That is a little bit rough for me. 20. I want to see who's ahead, but that is a pretty big L. Just saying. Okay, 22. Josh Norris. Okay, so you guys know I love me some Josh Norris. I wouldn't have him above Cole Caufield, but I do love me some Josh Norris. Projected bubble NHL All-Star, top of the lineup player. I love me Josh Norris. Was great as the first line center for the Sens this last year. Should have got a lot more Calder voice and attention than he did. I would say his hockey sense is definitely above average. What? And its compete level definitely above average too. That is interesting. I mean, like, look at this. Compare the grades of Cole Caufield, above average, average, high end, to Josh Norris, average, above average. What? I don't get that whatsoever. I don't get that whatsoever. I mean, I still like, the thing is, Josh Norris should have a lot more than this. Like, his hockey sense should be above average. His compete should be above average. But above Cole Caufield, even with those grades too, I don't get that whatsoever. But I do love Josh Norris. I think he should be top 30 in this list. Yikes! Dylan Guenther, 20... Guys, can we pump the brakes a little bit? I like Dylan Guenther a lot. Dude. Over Cole Caufield, though. You don't do that. You don't do that. Okay, now this is where this list has almost completely gotten off the rails. You do not have Dylan Guenther over Cole Caufield. And again, average, above average. Look at Cole Caufield, above average, high end. Oh my goodness, I just don't get this. How, like, Dylan Guenther in a lot of ways, like, is almost like a Cole Caufield light, but it's just not there where he's better than Cole Caufield. He's not more skilled. He's definitely not more proven. The guy barely was good at all in the World Juniors, and he's only playing the WHL when he has played greatly. Okay, I'm just going to skip by that, and let's go into the top 20. Capo Caco, he should be number 1. That's all I'm going to say. Going on to number 19, Martin H's. I mean, Martin H's might be a guy that might have a little bit higher, too. I like Martin H's a lot. Bubble NHL All-Star on top of the lineup player. I think he should be in this top 30 for sure. Really, really underrated, skillful player. Number 18, Quinton Byfield. 17 players over Quinton Byfield is going to look very bad in a few years. I'm just going to say that right now. It's going to look very, very bad in a few years. Just saying. Like, Quinton Byfield should be top 10 at least on this list. At least. Number 18, that is so bad. I mean, the guy turned 19 this August. He was 18 this entire AHL season, and especially in the second half was almost dominant for the Ontario Reign. I mean, I know that he's not been like revolutionary so far, but for a 6'4" centerman, you don't get much more valuable than that. And at number 18, man, that is going to look bad. Really, really bad. Also saying that his puck skills are above average. Stop that. Stop. No. Because watch Quinton Byfield pull out some dangles. He's another guy like Matty Beniers where he doesn't pull it off too much. But when he does, man, he has the skill to do it. Also, he should have at least one better grade than above average for sure. Moritz Seider at 17. Man, this is getting... Okay. Cole Caufield, Moritz Seider, and Quinton Byfield are getting shafted right now. I don't get this. Moritz Seider should be top 15 every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. How is Quinton Byfield and Moritz Seider both back-to-back so underrated like this, man? That is just sad. That is just sad. By the way, how is his hockey sense average? Oh my gosh. There is no way his hockey sense is average. No. Oh, my poor boy. Oh, no. How do you have Jamie Drysdale over Byfield and Seider? This has gone off, dude. This has gotten just whole different levels of confusing. How do you have I like Jamie Drysdale. I think he's going to be great. He still can't defend, though. He still can't defend all that great. How do you have him over Moritz Seider in the first place? And Quint, I just don't get that. I just don't get that. 16? No, stop it. Dude. I'm not even gonna get mad at this pick. I'm not even gonna get mad. I'm wasting my time. Dylan Cozens over Moritz Seider and Quinton Byfield. Oh, this is... I just feel so bad for Corey because this is going to look so bad in like 2 years, dude. All the reasons that he states with Cozens, Byfield is better at. His size, Cozens 6'3", Byfield 6'4". High skill level, Byfield is incredibly skilled. His playmaking is fantastic. His shot is great too. But the speed, the skill, and size are great. He's also a worker. That's what Quinton Byfield is. Oh my gosh. At 15, I mean, Dylan Cozens should be in the top 30. I think he's a great player. But I just don't get that at all. Number 14, Nick Suzuki. I get that. Nick Suzuki should be in the top 20 for sure. That's perfectly reasonable. Number 13, Kirby Dach. Interesting. So this is the end of the projected bubble NHL All-Star and top of the lineup players. So once we get past this is where we start getting into the truly elite. Kirby Dach, though, 13. I mean, two perfectly reasonable picks. Though, I'm not sure, I have to see the players ahead, because I'm not sure if I'd have Kirby Dach over like a Quinton Byfield, personally. Number 12 is Trevor Zigrus. Zigrus at number 12. That is a little bit interesting to me. His hockey sense is elite. Oh, dude. You've got to be kidding me. I am convinced that Corey has not watched Trevor Zigrus. I am 100% convinced. How do you come away with that, with his puck skills being average? You are kidding yourself. You are, oh. This is, I still can't get with these grades right now. That's just horrible. Number 11 is Miro Heiskanen. That's interesting. I mean, I feel like around this range, that's fine. This last year, it wasn't great, but I mean, potential-wise, I think that's perfectly fine. Skating should be elite. I have no idea why skating is just above average. That is horrible, but you know what? Whatever. Number 11, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Jack Hughes, number 10. Jack Hughes, number 10. I mean, I don't know if I'd have Jack Hughes over Quinton Byfield, but I can see where he's coming from. I mean, top 10, that's also perfectly reasonable. Number 9 is, oh no. Oh no, in power. Oh no. Oh no. I feel so bad for Corey right now that he has Owen Power over Moritz Seider, Quinton, even Miro. Dude, Owen Power over Miro Heiskanen. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say about this. I really don't know what to say about this. That's just, oof. That's just, oof. I don't even want to give any light to this any longer because it's just so bad. Oh. Okay, we are officially just spiced out with this article right now. Brady Tkachuk 8 over Jack Hughes. Are you sure about that? I love Brady Tkachuk. I think he's great. But again, potentially, does he have more potential than a Trevor Zigrus, a Miro Heiskanen? I mean, Heiskanen under Tkachuk. Oh my goodness, that just, I like Brady Tkachuk. He should be like top 20 for sure. But I mean, Brady Tkachuk over Nick Suzuki, like Kirby Dach, man, that is high. I like again Brady Tkachuk. I think he's super valuable, but that is a lot, man. That is a lot. All right, number 7, Tim Stutzle. I mean, having Tim Stutzle 11 knocks ahead of Quinton Byfield, that is just bad. that is just bad. I mean, the thing is, I really would have liked them to have like a defensive rating because then I could really expose him. Because if you have like a defense category and you put Tim Stutzle and anything other than poor, I would have ripped him. But he's escaped that for now. Number 6 is Alexi La Fournier. Very interesting there. So he does have Lafreniere over Tim Stutzle, which I know will get some Sens fans mad, but it is the truth. Let's be honest here. Lafreniere is going to be great next year for sure. I don't know if his skating is a below average. I would say it's average, though it could definitely get better. So I can see why. But yeah, give him time. He'll be worthy of the spot. All right, into the top 5 now, and Quinn Hughes, number 5. That's interesting. I mean, over Alexi La Fournier, I mean, I could see the reason why. Obviously, it's rookie season. I think he should have won the Calder. This last year, he was so bad, though. Just so bad. Had another excellent season from an offensive standpoint in the NHL. I guess. His defense, though, was, I mean, even though some scouts around the league noted that he wasn't as strong as defensively, wasn't as strong. He was one of the worst defensive players in the entire league last year. And again, I love Quinn Hughes, but that's the absolute truth. Number 4 is Rasmus Darling. Okay, he doesn't even have a description, like a bio for Rasmus Darling. He just puts him at number 4. I mean, sure, why not? Potential wise, okay. But at this point, I wouldn't have him above a Lafreniere at all. No way. No way. And Elise Pedersen at number 3. So now we get into the bubble elite NHL player and all-star. So Elise Pedersen number 3. I mean, I'm fine with that. It wasn't great last year, but in terms of the complete picture, he's been fantastic. So I'm okay with that right now. Then you have Andrei Svechnikov number 2, which I think is perfectly reasonable as well. I think Andrei Svechnikov is still fantastic, though I do think Elias Pedersen under Svechnikov is very, very interesting. Obviously, Svechnikov's lows wasn't as low as Pettersson like this last season, but I feel like Pettersson's highs are better than Svechnikov's. Being a center, I think Elias Pedersen has the case to be better defensively. I would switch to Svechnikov and Pettersson personally, but that's just me. I mean, I think they're pretty close, but I would have Pettersson over Svechnikov for sure. And then at number 1, Cale Makar. That's no surprise whatsoever. Cale Makar, number 1. I mean, that's probably where he should be. I don't think anybody's really debating that. I would say the Svechnikov and Pettersson one is a lot more debatable, but Cale Makar, number 1, that is perfectly reasonable. So there you go. That is the top 50. I have some complaints. There was a lot of good, I think, in this list. I agree with, like, Cale Makar, number 1. I agree with some of the picks here as well, like Alexi La Fournier 6. there was a lot that I did agree with, but a lot that I disagree with for sure. A lot of placements that just seemed confusing to me for sure. And a lot of these categories just didn't seem to give as much credit as I thought they should have. But let me know in the comments down below, of course, what you guys agreed and disagreed with this ranking. Let me know your thoughts. How would you rank the top 50? What did you most disagree and most agree with as well? Let me know all your thoughts. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell. Share this video with your friends. Get it out there to any hockey fans you know online. And click the bell on top for all the everything. Any playlist I decided to put up there. But yeah, this is the top rankings for the U23 players right now. And if you want to just pause, you can just go through this part right here where it lists all the players. That'll be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, y'all, and I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you hit that like button as well if you guys enjoyed these type of reaction videos so I can do more of these. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.